What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not, depending on where, but I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at today to talk more about some crypto, to talk more about the Bitcoin conference. There's a lot of things going on. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Yes, today I'm back at a week for the Bitcoin conference, which again was a great week. Had a phenomenal time, met a lot of people, made a lot of great connections, got to see a lot of A-teamers out there. Appreciate you all showing up, showing out there, showing your love for, just crypto and coming and saying hello. And it was cool, man. It was a great experience. That was my first crypto conference that I've ever gone to, actually. Outside of a few other ones that I did in South Korea. But I mean, in terms of like a big conference, that one was the biggest. And yeah, met a lot of connections. And Pure Wallet did really, really well. Super happy to be down there to support them. And yeah, just had a really, really good time. So appreciate you all being here and kicking it. Yeah, so before we jump into it, there's a lot of things to cover here. I do want to say what's up, everyone. We got a new member here in the house. We got Hugh in the house here. Appreciate you becoming a member of the A team there. Thank you so much. We got Kyle, Ian, Selmo. We got Selmo Fudd, Chameleon. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We got Ding Dong. What's up, dude? What's up, Tall Paul, Richard, Crypto Keeper Joel? What's up, my guy? I know you probably saw my tweet, but I want to show you your signs here. It's damaged a little bit on the bottom half of it. There's some damage down here on the bottom from it going on the plane. Delta, dude, such a long story, but long story short, Delta's ass. They treated me like crap, and it was pretty disappointing. But I'll repair it. There just needs to be some glue. We need to basically have some adhesive at the bottom there, and there's some pretty good scratches on the sign, but for the most part, it's working, though. That's all that matters. And I couldn't be more appreciative of you, Joel, for giving me this and allowing the A team to now officially have a sign. I'm going to get it hung. We're probably going to put it somewhere up over here, and I'll have it on live every day. So thanks so much, man, again, for that. Appreciate it a ton. What's up, Billy? Good to see you, man. We got Billy and Ryan in the house here. 4-month member A team for life. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Billy and Ryan, for the $2 super chat here by Blocky. Blocky's been killing it, dude. I'm not going to lie, dude. Blocky, you guys know me. I don't do a lot of memes. I did it because of an A-team member being a big part of the team for a long time. Launched one. I made a video about it, talking about it, and it's been phenomenal, dude. Like, it's gone up significantly. I mean, it's a little bit down today, but overall, it's been killing it. I know Billy and Rice said he got in and made a killing off it. So kudos to you, man, for doing that. We got Deb in the house here. What's up, Deb? Kango, Pipeline. Good to see you guys. My batch, what's going on, dude? Let's see the broken sign. Yeah, it's right here. It's just the adhesive at the bottom on some of the letters, and there's actually a little bit of glass that goes around these things, and that's chipped off. It actually got in my finger from the chipped off glass. So what's up, Austin? We can't see the sign. Yeah, here. I moved away, so yeah, I'll have it hung, dude. Damn, bro, I didn't see you. Maybe next year. What's up, the Gambler? Big B, what's going on, dude? Chipper, what's going on, dude? Chaddick, what's up, man? Yeah. What's up, folks? It's good to see you guys, dude. I worked in the airport, bro. Never trust them. They drop everything. Yeah, it's kind of just. It wasn't necessarily. It was the response from Delta, dude, and that like we don't care. It was I don't like. It's not our fault. We don't take no fault. Read the terms and conditions. You take responsibility, and we don't really give a shit. It was that attitude, and I was like, wait a second, dude. Like zero empathy, zero everything, and I think that's where it was like. Okay, I'm a little annoyed at how you treat people in regards to like their belongings being damaged. That's what it came down to, man. You know what I mean? So Delta didn't know they were gonna mess with the A team. That's what I'm talking about, dude. So if you can, again, I think it's important. I think it's good. Social media is good for this kind of stuff, dude. If you could do me a solid here before we jump into it, dude. If you could do me a solid here and come over here and tag Delta at Delta, say at Delta. I say whatever you want. But tag out Delta, dude. It was the response of their customer team, their customer service team, and the way they treated me, dude. It was insane. I'm a pretty nice guy until you become an asshole, and then these people were just snooty, responded poorly, and it was already late at night, and I was like, you know what, dude? Like I'm done, dude. Like now you pissed me off. You know what I mean? And it was just like I was walking out, and it wasn't until she whispered, she said something under her breath, and that's when I turned around and was like, okay, now you're just being a jerk. You know what I mean? So that's really what it came down to for me. And then when I was in there waiting, another person came in and they had the really nice bag, dude. Like, you know those, like, I don't know what the brand was, but it's a really nice bag. They're all metal, super nice, and the wheel, they broke the wheel on it, like a brand new looking bag, and they broke the wheel. And they're like, sorry, we take no accountability for that either. And the guy's like, dude, this is like I just bought this. And they're like, sorry, we don't even, and I was just like, that's such a crappy response, man. Like, I just don't get it. So I was super bummed out, man, last night coming home, like all night. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, dude, I hope the sign's okay. I hope the sign's okay. Austin, I wouldn't be mad at the airlines for a damage check bag. No, it's not that I'm mad about the damage side of it. I'm mad about their response. I'm mad about the way that they treated me. You know what I mean? Like, it's a like I said in here, it's that they didn't take any accountability for it. And that I get that, like, this isn't special for them, but it's special for other people. And it's their zero fault policy. And then that it just enables their employees to not give a shit. So they have a zero fault policy, and that zero fault policy just enables them to say, screw you. And that's kind of what they did. And how they went about it was really messed up, dude. Yeah. I'm going to go nuts in the mark, but I want you to go over there, tag them, say whatever. I don't really care. I just want to put it out there. I thought it was crappy. And so, but we're going to jump into it. Outside of that, we're going to jump in. We got a lot of things to cover today. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you all supporting me, holding it down. The sign works. I appreciate Joel like none other, dude. Like, thank you so much, dude. Pretend to be nice if you want to at least just be kind and mindful. That was the worst part, dude. It was that they were like, we'll talk at the end of it if you guys want to hear the whole story. Do you think the ruling from the federal will impact anything? Yeah, I think it will. Delta Airlines, you guys suck. You don't realize who you are. And the thing is, I actually really like Delta. That's the sad part. I was like, man. But as you guys can see, crypto has come down here. XRP, XRP, we said was going to come down, hit that 225. I missed my 222.5. I told you guys I put one in for 225. I put an order in for 222.5. I missed my 222.5 by like 0.02 cents. And I was like, oh my God, I almost hit my 225 or 222.5. But this came down, bounced around here. I hit the 225. I sold. Last night I put a stop loss in. This thing came down, hit the 225 marker for me, fell down to 222 on the leverage, which is what I told you guys. And then this thing spiked up last night. Right about last night, it went up to 230. I took all my profits off of that, and now I'm going to put it back in for 222.5 again. So if it comes back down here and hits this 222.5, I'm gonna get in on it again. So this did exactly what we thought it was going to do in terms of where it was going to go. That 225 trigger hit. It sat there forever, guys. Sat there forever, dude. I had a limit order for 222 and also missed. Oh damn! See. That 225 hit though. I was pumped. I was like, dude, that sat there for like 2 weeks. I think we had it for 2 weeks at 225. 225 we had for 2 weeks. It hit, it bounced off the 225 to the 230 and literally made my money off of it and then came back down. And I was on the plane and then I didn't even post anything. I didn't say anything. I was like so mad about the sign. I didn't even like do anything. I just knew that it happened and that was what it was. My friend is suing over F your feelings Trump hat, both. Oh, really? Oh, dude, that's crazy. Because they told him to take the hat off. The sign still works. The sign still works. I just have to, the E on the bottom of it, the bottom of the sign where it says live, there's portions of it that the glass on it chipped off. It's scratched right there. That's where the most damage got hit. And then there's the bottom of it is like, it's coming off the sign. So I'm gonna have to go back through and probably put like an adhesive down on it. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't necessarily any of that. I was okay. I was actually leaving. I went in there, asked them, I said, hey, like, what do you guys do for this? Like, you got this damaged sign. And the lady said, she literally said, I walk in there, I said, she goes, we don't take any response, or we don't, what did she say exactly? I wrote it down because I was like, I was going to forget. I literally wrote it down. I texted it. I put it down in a text because I was just like, I was like, I know I'm going to forget. And so I had to text to myself. Yeah, I went in there and she said, sorry, we don't cover anything fragile and we don't cover damage. I said, well, that seems a little crappy, don't you think? And she goes, well, that's why you should have read the terms and conditions. And I said, so Delta takes no responsibility for damaging stuff? And she says, yes, again, read the terms and conditions before checking your items. And that's when I was like, you know what, dude? Like, now you pissed me off. You know what I mean? Like, I get the whole terms and conditions stuff, but like, and then when I walked away, I said, that's a pretty crappy thing to say, especially after an item's been demolished. And that's when she said, and she did well, you should have checked the terms and conditions. And she did that to her friend. And then they started laughing. And I was like, okay, now I'm pissed. Now I'm mad. Now you made me turn around and come back into the office. I was leaving. We were good. Okay, that's fine. But it was just the snooty responses that got me pissed. Deltakin, yeah. What's up, Seiko? Seiko with the 32-month. Damn, bro. 32-month. Appreciate you, my guy. Moist Mike. Yeah, still works. Yeah, it still works. Yeah, hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. I have been returned. What's up, Cheese Sauce? Seiko coming in hot with the 20 gifted memberships, dude. Thank you so much, Seiko, for always holding down 20 gifted memberships. If Seiko gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Seiko. And that A-teamers, welcome. Those 20 new members, welcome to the A-team. Definitely go join that Discord now. You're going to be able to jump in there. So Austin wants to deal with the XRP. There was a nice mini hype when Trump became president. How will rally for XRP to reach? A lot of it has to do with, so really good news today, obviously. So let's jump into this world. Before we jump into everything here, crypto market's down. Everyone's getting in. This is a time to be, if you're going to be leveraging, probably a good time. You can see right now, this is all based off of the confusion that's happening now with the whole tariff. As you guys know, the courts went out there and they struck down the tariff deal. The international court struck it down, basically saying that Trump has outstepped his boundaries and is not allowed to put tariffs on companies or tariffs on countries. And as you can see right here, there's just this massive confusion in terms of trade policy. What's going on? So the markets have responded pretty flat. These were actually down earlier today, but they're flat today. You can see right here that the Dow's up like almost 4 points. Nasdaq's up 109, which is not too bad, but Nasdaq's up 109 because of Nvidia. You know, and Nvidia came out here and like literally lifts Nasdaq up because of their earnings, and now they become, well, you know, one of the largest, if not the largest. I think they actually, yeah, they just jumped over. They surpassed Microsoft to become the world's most valuable company by market cap. Like that's insane, dude. So didn't expect that to happen, but that's kind of where we're at with it. You can see right here, the Jerome Powell told Trump in Thursday's meeting that the rate decisions will be based on non-political analysis. So, you know, obviously Trump's been berating him about getting the rates down, all that kind of stuff. But this is really what it has to do with is the trade policy confusions. But right now you can see that Trump could ask the Supreme Court to halt tariff block as soon as Friday. So tomorrow we can have another ruling here with the Supreme Court, you know, which is obviously going to make a ruling as to whether he outstepped his bounds or not. And if the Supreme Court comes back and says that Trump has the right to move forward with the tariffs, like that literally squashes most things that are out there. So this is going to be really, really crazy for today and tomorrow. Like the markets are going to be very volatile because of this. So just be careful when you're out there. You know, be careful if you're putting in leverage. Just realize that the markets are going to be jumping up and down. They could be very positive, right? They could come back and everything looks good, right? Deals are made, things are moved forward. I mean, that's what we want. So it says right here, Trump's decides are lashing out at the federal trade court. Judges who just struck down many of the president's tariffs. The Trump administration asked the court to pause enforcements for their rulings while the case is on appeal. So you can see that right now that they did allow him to, they did put out a 14-day, I think it's right here. I can't remember where it's at, but they put out a 14-day to allow them to appeal. And then you can see the Trump administration saying that they're going to actually win this. So it's going to be interesting to sort of see where this all goes. But that's what's happening in the markets here. That's what's causing the ups and downs of the markets big time. So congrats, new team. Yeah, definitely, Deb. Congrats to them as well. Tony, I'm glad the sign still works for the most part. That was very cool of them. That was very cool of them to make that. Yeah, dude, it was super cool. Like, I'm super excited. It's such a nice sign. And that's what made me the most upset, I think, was that, you know, people just, it's not their property. They don't care. You know what I mean? Terms and conditions are just to get out of jail free card. Yeah, I just, you know, and it was just, that's really what it was, man. I'm usually just I let bygones be bygones. It's like it is what it is. I'll move forward. But it was just the nastiness of the people in that baggage claim area just treated me. They were just treated you like dog shit. So I don't like that. You know what I mean? Treat everyone respectfully. You should have said, "Do you know who you're talking to?" It's Austin's birthday week. Yeah, maybe I just set the bar. Maybe it's my birthday week, and I'm like, you know, it's my birthday. You should be treating me with respect. I'm just kidding. Fan, you killing me, dude. How do you feel about H bar is looking good, dude? H bar is actually one of the ones that one of the good plays out there right now. I feel. I mean, it's come down slightly, but in terms of like some trades, I mean, it's done well. I need some hopium, dude. We're gonna be just good, dude. It's okay. JetBlue stranded me in a foreign nation because of mechanical failure that they read. Oh my gosh, dude, that would be hard, dude. Happy birthday. Oh, I appreciate that. My birthday's today. I just want to throw it out there. My birthday's today, so I appreciate that a ton, man. Yeah, birthday's been great, dude. You know, woke up, got to see the kids, got home late last night, got to kick it with the kids. So Ducky Dev, dude, thanks so much for the gifting 10 memberships to the A-team. If Ducky Dev gifted you a membership, please say thank you to them. 10 new members coming in hot right now. So thank you so much, dude. Andy, what's up, my guy? You have just laugh at the market trying to hold XRP down. I know we can all see. Yeah, it's gonna do well, dude. Honestly, let's see. There's a so another first for XRP, as you can see right now, after the Trump meeting, 121 million move across the company. But the big part right here is that the Hidden Road launches OTC crypto swaps in the U.S., opening institutional access to cash settled trades across major digital assets. So now we're going to be opening up these swaps right here for institutional money to be flowing in. So that's what Hidden Road was able to accomplish for Ripple. So this is actually really big for Ripple. It's big for XRP. And I think, again, this is kind of stuff that you want to see. Now this goes into really what it comes down right here. You can see the ETFs. I mean, recorded one of the biggest net flows in the last 10 days. Like XRP gets this ETF. It's a game changer, dude. This ETF is like one of the biggest game changers out there for any crypto. So we know that that's going to come here probably in the next month. Here by June 17th, we should have rulings on this. There has been extensions by the SEC when it comes to XRP, Solana, Dogecoin. A lot of these things are being put in there, but we're hoping that here by June 17th, the SEC has made a ruling as to whether they were going to move forward with an ETF on some of these top tier cryptos, that being XRP. And I hope, because we know that that's one of the biggest factors that are driving the growth of crypto, the growth of Bitcoin. I mean, the reason why Bitcoin is at or reached an all-time high of 110,000 was because, or 112,000 was because ETF inflows were significant. I mean, they're a huge part of the growth of Bitcoin. I mean, people can say what they want to say about it, but we do know that BlackRock and Grayscale and all of them buying up these ETFs, the ETFs and the Bitcoin are the reasons why it is what it is. So yeah, thank you so much for all the gifted memberships, dude. I appreciate you guys. People be careful with ZBAC. I don't know anything about ZBAC. Is ZBAC doing all right? A lot of people here like it, dude. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, thank you guys so much for all the happy birthdays, man. You guys are awesome, dude. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. Seiko coming in hot with the happy birthday. Oh, dude, thank you so much for good to see you, Seiko. I feel like I haven't seen Seiko in a minute, dude. So I appreciate you showing out here. I hope all is well, my guy. And thank you so much for the $50 bomb right there. Gosh, damn. Livia, thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. Z Goals, thank you so much for the adept. Everyone, thank you so much for all the kind words, dude. Shannon coming in hot. Shannon, thank you so much for the $20 donation or the $20 super chat. Really appreciate it. You guys are always too kind to me, honestly. The A team is so kind, man. I couldn't be more appreciative to have you guys always holding it down for me, even when I'm gone, even when I don't stream for a couple days or whatever I got going on. You guys still show up and show love, and I could be more appreciative of something like that. It's always down, so stop the BS. XRP is not down, dude. The market fluctuates based off that, dude. So it depends on how you look at it. XRP is actually significantly up. If we're talking about XRP, I mean, yeah, there's people out here who definitely bought at a higher price, but I mean, a lot of us have been holding XRP for a really long time. 30 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents. So I don't think I've looked at XRP being down since a while back. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely not down in my eyes. It's still one of the strongest cryptos out there in terms of chart, in terms of growth. And it's going to continue to do very, very well here. You can see, I mean, just right now, you can see that Bitcoin dominance is coming down, which means that it opens up the door for altcoins to come back up. So it's nice to see that. Bitcoin has come down slightly. So we'll have to see how that goes. Happy birthday. Oh, dude, next page. Thanks so much for the $10 super chat. Happy birthday, Austin. Hope you and the family are able to do something fun today. We got soccer today. So hopefully soccer comes around. Soccer, I'm excited for soccer. I haven't seen my daughters play soccer. You guys know me. I see them play soccer every day. I've had a little bit of I don't know, you could say withdrawals, dude, of not seeing them play soccer. Like that's kind of like my thing, is helping them grow in soccer, play soccer. And so that's what my day is going to evolve around, is watching them play soccer today. So I couldn't be more happy. That's the best thing it could be for my birthday. And so we're going to go up to Seattle, play soccer today. Hopefully the market's pumped. And we're sitting pretty, dude. So thanks so much, next page, for the $10 super chat there. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, definitely hit that thumbs up for me. Appreciate that. Soccer pump incoming. Hell yeah, dude. Everyone sell their bags is the end. Considering taking 20% of my XRP and dropping it in ZBN. All right, ZBCN. Put your longs in now. I mean, yeah, the long should be in, dude. I'm going to be honest with you guys, dude. Long should be in. What's a good time to buy Sol? I mean, like I told you. So right now, this is like, we know if we go back and look at the history of like how things are, you do know that there's going to be another rally. So let's just take Bitcoin, for instance. There's the rally right here. Let me get this Bitcoin dominance off here. Oops. So you can see the Bitcoin rally right here. This is going to retrace back down. I told you guys this will retrace to some level here. It could come back and retrace to the 103 level, or it could come back in here and hit this fair value gap at like 100,000 level, right? But there is going to be another retracement level coming in here, and we can see based off the 12-hour, we're at the bottom right here. The day chart is working its way down. The great part is that the weeklies come up here to the top, right? Now we're starting to sort of see that the weekly right here has started to kind of dip down. You know, last time we saw a little dip down like this, it came back down right here, and then we took a couple weeks to come back up here. So this is kind of where we're at, and we're gonna have a nice little rally. We'll probably come down, settle around again down here to like the 104 level, which again we could lose another, anywhere from 30. Let's see, because we lost in this last one right here. We lost roughly what, 30%. So I mean, if you say, oh, we're gonna lose 30% again, yeah, that puts us way down back in here into the 78 marker. But there'll probably be a little bit of a sell-off. Usually we have another one before the next rally, so there'll be another relief. So there'll be another correction. It's called, we talk about the banana zone. I bring it up all the time, dude. Like, just go look at that. If you want me to repost it, I'll repost it for you. But that's kind of like what a lot of us look at here is that, when you're looking at the banana zone of where things are, that's kind of like, I guess you could say that's the word I'm looking for. Like, that's what I guess you're basing a lot of your corrections off of, right? So here's what I'm talking about in terms of banana zone, right? So you can see right here we're in the correction phase 1, and then this is correction phase 2. We can zoom in on this. Right. So here we are right here. We're going to come back up. We're going to have another correction. When's that correction going to happen? I don't know. It's probably going to be in June. It's probably going to be in like July, probably in like July, June, probably end of June. We'll probably see another correction. So we could probably rally up, have another correction in June, going into July, and then, or maybe even in July, and then, August, September, October, we're probably going to see the height of the market, which is the top of the banana zone. So that's kind of what you want to see. Dude, TJ, thanks so much for the $10 super chat as well. Happy birthday, Austin. You're generally one of the best. Also ready to see H-Bar and XLM make a little move. Appreciate you, TJ, dude. You guys are, like I said, the A team is the best, man. You guys always holding it down for me, always showing me love. Always, yeah, I just appreciate it so much. I can't express it in words. I probably say it too much, but like, I just appreciate that this community. You guys are always showing support and love, man. Got to ask, how do you think about being at the BTC Armor will help Pure Wallet? Yeah, dude, they've actually they did very well. So the Pure Wallet did very, very well. Crap, I was going to plug in my phone. Pure Wallet did phenomenal, dude. Pure Wallet did phenomenal at the BTC conference, dude. It was so busy yesterday. I went over and stood, like, it took me like almost 40 minutes. Joel was in line behind a bunch of people. There was like 4 people in front of him, like coming up and asking about the Pure Wallet and all this kind of stuff. It took me like 45 minutes to get to Joel, just because of all the people that were at the booth. I mean, it was awesome, dude. There were so many people coming through, like, kind of in awe about the new technology. We had phones out there for them to test it. We were sending them money offline. People were starting to actually really see the tech behind the Pure Wallet. And I was just had like a grin on my face the whole time, because this is kind of what 3 years of work has come to. And yeah, a lot of interest, dude. A lot of interest. I was actually going to be flying out to San Francisco tomorrow to meet with a company with Andrew to talk about like the world, like incorporating real world assets into the wallet. And this guy owns a pretty big company. I'm not going to get into any names here, but they own a pretty big company, and that's all they do. They've been doing RWA type stuff since 2019 out of Dubai, and it looks pretty promising. And whatever happens, I don't know. But I mean, the deal, talking about a deal to be made, it's right there in front of us. So, and that would be really, really cool for the wallet. It'd bring a lot of liquidity to the Pure chain here in October, and it'd bring a lot of liquidity to the wallet, which would be phenomenal. XRP used to move with the bullish news, and there's more bullish news last couple of weeks. There's a lot of news. I mean, dude, like, we're just in the beginning, guys. We're still going to go BTC tanking as soon as Sailor speaks. I mean, he bought a lot of money. What's the difference between the Pure Wallet and the Joey Wallet? I have no idea what the Joey Wallet is, Big B. What is there an actual thing called the Joey Wallet? Well, the good thing is, one thing I know for a Pure Wallet when it comes to that is that there's no other wallet out there like that. I walked through that whole facility. Everything's still the same. Ledger's still the same. Tangent's still the same. Everything's still the same. Any news on when the Pure Wallet token will drop? I don't really have any news on that, to be honest with you. I think that I'm hoping that we're going to start to see. We definitely had a lot of action with the pre-sale. I think just in the last 2 days, we had some really good buys coming in. Talking with Andrew and the team, like, so there was a lot of buys coming in with the pre-sale, and I feel pretty confident that the price of that thing is going to go up. I don't know where it's going to go. Right now it's sitting at that $4.68. Like I've told you guys, my goal is for it to get to 8 cents, so that everyone that bought when we bought, it's already up 100%, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for, dude. So, another podcaster talked about the Joey wallet. Yeah, I never heard of it. My wallet's empty. Dude, Selmo, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, my guy. Thank you very much. All you guys, thank you so much. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, man. Pure Wallet for all the unpure degens. It's Solana. So the new update on the Pure Wallet is there's Solana's in there now. So that's fantastic. My banana zone is legendary, just saying. You guys are crazy, bro. You're crazy. So that's kind of where it's at. We're going to see. So, we're going to see some of this come in here. You can see the long that I put in. I put the long, or this is the H bar long that I put in a while back. I haven't even, my liquidation on it is 16. It's $80 down right now on my long. I should have probably put a stop loss. This thing was up like $80, but I was so busy at the Bitcoin conference, I didn't even mess with it. I just it'll be fine. 16% liquidation on it. We should be okay. Probably should have put a stop loss in on it. But we're down about $80 right now but again, liquidation price is at 16 cents. I mean, I don't think it's going to get to 16 cents, but to each our own on that one. Then we on our other positions, we did our pros. We did these ones over here. You can see my position I put on with BTC. I'm down like $43, and then XRP, I'm down about 20 cents. The other ones I bought in and sold out on. So these are the only other ones that are sort of just chilling right now. And we'll sort of see what happens. Let's see. Happy birthday. Oh, Brodick, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much, dude. It's orange right now. I really didn't see a lot of info on the wallet. Oh, yeah, I didn't see any info on that wallet, dude. The Joey wallet, no. Is there a Jelly Roll meme? I started one, passing it forward. Jelly, you talking about Joey, like the singer? Retail's broke. Kind of feels that way, right? Happy birthday. Oh, Yoshi, thanks so much, man. Solana, jelly will explode. Richard, thank you so much, dude. Yeah, you guys are awesome, dude. I'm still holding for a good bag of Pure Wallet token. Yeah, it's done well, dude. Hey, Austin, after you explain longs and shorts, I downloaded BTCC, but I don't understand how to trade without getting liquidated. All I see is cross trading. Am I missing something? Yeah, Kyle. So please, if you're gonna actually download BTCC, which I met with the BTC, so the BTC business developers were at Bitcoin, right? Great conversations with the development of BTCC, or the business developers of BTCC. Like, I even have a little bit more confidence now knowing like who's behind BTCC and just being able to trade and leverage on BTCC. So one of the big reasons why BTCC is allowed in Washington is because there are no KYC. So there's other non-KYC exchanges out there, but that's one of the biggest factors to it. And so that's why I started using it. So I know people were like, why aren't you using Coinbase? Coinbase trades in contracts. This allows you to trade dollar for dollar value. So meeting with them, I was like, oh man, like I'm actually even more sold on BTCC than I was before. The one thing I'm going to tell you guys, dude, and like this is like where I think it's super important. I don't really sell a whole lot of things here, but it makes sense now. That if you're gonna use BTCC to do any of your leverage trading or any other exchange out there, go find the deals that are out there so that you get the perks. Like, you're actually getting money for like dollar for dollar value. So if you deposit $1,000 onto BTCC through my link, you actually will get $100 of free money from BTCC. Like that's actually like a legit thing. So if I download, so what I did is I went over there, on my personal account, I opened it up, transferred over $10,000, and they legit give you $1,000 to trade. Now, if you decide to take that money off the exchange, they'll actually not give you the $1,000. Like, they want you to stay on the exchange. I mean, there's rules to it, but I mean, I was kind of blown away that they actually did that. And maybe there's other exchanges that do that, but I was kind of like, damn, dude, that's actually pretty legit. Then I asked some of the A-teamers in here. Z Goals told me that he actually did it. He did the 10%. And he got money from it. I was like, okay, so it actually is legit. So that's when I was like, okay, I got to go double check this and make sure it's actually legit. Titled Just Your Wi-Fi. On TradingView under XRP news, and analysts are saying 212 XRP before we launch. 212, that could be just a dumb question, but mean by paper Bitcoin. I don't know what it means by paper Bitcoin. Do buy real estate on XRPL. Yeah, it's going to be on the X. So that's a lot of where that's at. So the company that's right now that we talked to about the real world assets, they're working out a deal right now to launch a pretty big project. I mean, we're talking billions of dollars, and they're going to be using the XRPL as their what they're going to be using to tokenize their real world assets. They're going to be using the XRPL. So I'm like, dude, there's going to be so much liquidity coming in to these cryptos. So yeah, take it as a grain of salt, but I'm not an expert. I just follow money supply. Yeah, that's the way to do it, James. I always say follow the whales, dude. Follow the whales, man. He's probably the crypto crying since his fight. So, oh, you talking about Twiz? Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, like honestly, like I was saying earlier. So I'm glad that you downloaded BTCC. I'm glad that you're in here now to not get leverage. So what you want to do from a leverage standpoint is, so like if you're putting in a leverage trade here, let's just say like let's just go to you're probably doing cross trade. So if you want to, you could go over here to the futures side. So there's a futures, perpetual futures, and then there's perpetual futures pro. If you go to the pro side, there's only 6 of these that you can trade on, but it allows you to do what's called isolated trading. And so like you can actually go over here and only spend what you're willing to lose. So if you put $100 in, you're only going to lose $100. Where if you put cross in here, you're going to, you have potential to lose your whole portfolio because, they're going to take money as it goes up. If you do a 20x leverage, they're going to take if it goes down 20x, they're going to take that money back, right? So you got to be careful when it comes to cross, understand what you're doing here, but isolated makes it easy for people, especially that are new to crypto, to come in here or new to at least margin trading, come in here and actually set the bar at, so they only lose what they're willing to put in. That's kind of what's nice about it. So definitely do that. Is BTC going to break down or hold here? So we can take a look at some of this right now. You can see right now, I definitely think it's probably going to, this is on the weekly right here. The daily's coming down. It's been coming down pretty hot. So I wouldn't be surprised if we broke the 236, right? Came back down in here into this 100. And I talked about this a couple days ago. I talked about this almost a week ago when I was talking about XRP going down to 225. I said that I do think that Bitcoin could come back down here into the 100,000 range, right? Which again, if it goes back to 236 into the 382, that's a pretty good, it's a pretty good correction, right? So, I wouldn't be shocked if it does do that, right? Comes back down to the 95 right here, maybe. There's another little fair value gap on the day chart right here. Comes down and hits this area. You can see there's a lot of volume right here of support right at the 382 level. Look at that. It's going to be hard for it to get past the 97 marker, but it could retrace back down and hit this marker right here. So, yeah, I think that's on the table. That's why I said, when I came back and looked at this 222 marker right here is right in play. Anywhere from 222 to 218 is right here, and that's a pretty big. I mean, look at the Fibonacci is working out pretty damn good on our retracement level right now. So it's coming down, it's retracing, could come down here and hit the 215 level again, and then hopefully we have a nice little bounce back. So yeah, the retracement levels are actually showing pretty true right now, tried and true. H bar same way, right? Go back and look at H bar. H bar has actually come down. I wouldn't be shocked if this comes back down to 17.6 and we have a nice little bounce back. But the RSI is looking a little better on the day chart. 12 hours been down for a while. 4 hours coming down right now. Weekly has a little hiccup here. You can see it got rejected at the 50 cent. You can see right here the 50% mark right here got rejected. So we'll see if that actually comes down or continues back up. Like last time it got rejected like this, it came down. We hit some pretty big lows. So the goal is to have see this little rejection we did right here. So you can see right here, there was a little rejection, came down, and then we came screaming back up, which is where all this came from. So don't be shocked if we come down a little bit and then maybe have a little bounce back. So people, make sure you invest in Almighty God. I feel like XRP rally got snuffed by the EU tariff tax. Yeah, I think definitely the tariff is a big deal, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, the whole Pure Wallet team's still over there. There should be. Yesterday was the biggest day for Bitcoin conference, and people are probably leaving today, dude. So, what's up, Craig? Good to see you, buddy. Austin, are you going to the XRP conference? I'm not. No, I came back home, dude. I hope the XRP conference is badass, dude. Isolate 10x leverage and only $2 till you get it. Yeah, leverage only $2 till you get it. That's what you need to do, dude. So. This is actually, I mean, if you like the game, it's almost like putting in parlay in. So if like you like the betting, the daily betting or the parlay, and you could do this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And you could put shorts in, you could put longs in, you could do a lot of things. If you see the market's going to come down, I like to play the game where you have the market come down and then you play the market going back up, then you play the market come back down. And right now, I mean, the market's not looking too hot. I mean, let's be honest here. This definitely is not helping with this whole tariff discussion. And you got to see this reciprocal right here. The federal court strikes down Trump's reciprocal tariffs. So like, that's not good. You know what I mean? Like, so now you have someone come back in and basically, I mean, it probably could open up the doors, right? If that actually comes through. But I mean, now you're going to have people, yelling and screaming that the courts are taking into their own hands, right? And every year the conference, yeah, dude, every year we see that the dump happens after the conference. I think I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, definitely do not trade on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, you should be trading. You should honestly, dude, like what it should come down to is you should get to a position where, if you're putting money in, you should be doing like a 2-3x leverage. Like the 10x leverage that's why you're getting over leveraged, is because you're putting too much money in, dude. You're putting too much leverage in. The more leverage you put in, the harder it is for you to, if you put more money in or more leverage in or margin, or sorry, if you're putting more, like if you're doing a 10x leverage, it's gonna be easier for you to get liquidated. So like if it's Bitcoin, you should technically, in all reality, the right way to do it, if you're gonna do it, like say you put $1,000 in, you should be doing it on like a 3x leverage, because the chances of being liquidated is very small. And if you're doing altcoins, it should be like a 2x leverage at the most, right? And I know that some people, that doesn't sound that sexy. You're like, well, it's only a 2x leverage. But again, you're trying to get more wins than losses. But when you start doing a 10x, 20x, your room for error is very small. So just realize that. And bad news outweighs good news all the time. But we're still above 2, so not bad. Yeah, I would agree. I'm leaning one way or another. We'll definitely just saw your post on X about your sign. That sucks. Thanks for the reply. Yeah, serious. The sign's good. The sign works. It's just broken in some areas that I gotta fix. But I was just mostly pissed off about the way they responded. That's all. BTC all-time highs in XRP and alts just stale. XRP same price as when BTC was 80K. Yeah, the thing is, usually you got to think retail. So we usually come in after Bitcoin. So Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Boom. Came up here, hit an all-time high. It's definitely at the top of this. It's definitely at the top of the RSI right here. So this is what's going to happen now is we're going to see something like this happen again. It's going to come down to a certain level, right? So if we actually draw our old retracement levels here of where this was and where it went down to in terms of retracement, right? Boom. We went all the way up here. It retraced down to, you can see right here that it retraced down to the right in between the 0.5 and the 618 level. So we go, okay, so it's going to fall. If it has another retracement, it's going to fall between the 0.65 or the 0.5 and the 0.618. So, okay, let's go back to this now. So right here, it's going to come back down to 90,000 on this next retracement, dude. It's going to come back down to this 90,000 marker. Technically, right? That's kind of what you're seeing right here. So we know that this is, let me get this comment out of the way. We know that it's going to come up here. It's going to peak for a couple weeks. Let's see. Last time I was up here, it was 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. It was up here before it fell down. Right now, we know that it's up here at 1, 2. It's at 2 weeks up at the top right here. Okay. So we could be up here for another 2-3 weeks before we start to really see this thing come down, which is what we saw right here. So how far does it go down? Last time it fell down between the 0.5 and the 618. So we're saying it could fall down anywhere from 93 into the 90 marker, right? Or you can say, okay, I don't think it's going to fall that far, so I'm going to pull down to this little fair value gap of 100,000 to 97, which again, it's not that far, but I mean, it's definitely something you can look at. Customer service and accountability sure has tanked over the last 2 decades. That's mostly what it was, dude. It was the zero accountability thing, dude. Happy Thursday, everyone. Thank you for the gifted sub. Oh, that's awesome, Mo. Good old manipulation of the market again, even with the positive news. Imagine that. I know. Did you see Trump and Powell meeting at the White House? Yeah, they came out and said that there were some comments made. So we'll see how it goes. The cross seems to be happening within the week. Yeah, Irish Tiger. So we'll see if this continues. It could do something like this where it comes down a little bit and then we have a nice little rally. So I mean, this could come down. It's already working its way down. I think it's gonna come down to this 100,000 marker, and we could have a nice little bounce back again. So yeah, I'm kind of expecting right now with the whole tariff news. Tariffs has kind of caused this to be a little. It's really hard to calculate. You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down. It's really hard to gauge. But based off the indicators, I mean, we technically should be coming down here. This is XRP's old chart. You can see we come down past here. I should probably just change this. It's no longer really relative, to be honest with you, but I keep it there for some reason. Good old, yeah. What's pumping? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. You can see XRP is trying to hang in there, trying to stay positive for the day. 24 hours showing a 1.58%. A lot of these other ones are coming down pretty hot. HBAR is falling back down into the 20 range, right? It was highest it was up here into the 12s. Now it's back down to 20. You got Bitcoin Cash overtaking it. You got Leo coming over and taking it. Toncoin. You got a lot of other cryptos coming and taking it out. So hopefully Hedera continues to build back. 11% down on the 7-day marker, which is kind of crappy, but to the moon we shall go. Yeah. Are you going to pick up ZBZ? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what ZBCN is. I just heard that Hyperscale was going to offer XRP lending. Really? Okay. ZBEX up 44%. Damn. All right. As spring moves on, I think people come into realization that BTC won't hit these pie in the sky numbers. I think it has a chance, right? I think everything has a chance. There's going to be more liquidity coming in for sure. A lot of liquidity that left crypto obviously went there. Yeah, I mean, dude, the thing popped, bro. I mean, dude, go back and look. Just go back and look at NVIDIA here. Just a sec. This thing came down. I mean, dude, this thing came down to 86. This thing was trading up here, just over the last, right here. It was up at around 152, almost 160. This thing came down to 86 back at the same time when Tesla was down here, dude. You can see on the weekly, it came down here. And look at this thing sprouted up here. This thing will now probably come up here. And this is probably the time to short NVIDIA, right? It's going to come up here. It's probably going to hover around here. It's going to go, you can see it's probably going to go a little flat like this right here. And it's going to come down. And then we're going to hit another little rally. So this thing is going to eventually come down over the next couple weeks. 10 million XRP lending. Yeah, it's good. Awesome. About Pure Wallet seems good so far. You share a referral code for Pure Wallet token. Happy to support you. Yeah, I don't have a referral for the Pure Wallet token, or for the Pure Wallet. I don't have it for the Pure Wallet token stuff. I should probably be better about that. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. So you downloaded it, you went through and did it. Cool, man. Cool. Well, you're talking to a guy. Yeah, I was talking to a guy at the bar, because you go to when you get there, if you have the whale passes, you can go into. They have like these after parties at the clubs. And so, we went to an after party after one of the clubs, and this guy, he does a few things. He's been in crypto for a long time. And he was talking about how he knows the Sui, the creator of Sui. And I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, dude, like he's in my phone. And, I could call him right now if you'd like, and set up a thing, and maybe he can come on your channel and, talk about the benefits of Sui and all this kind of. And I was like, dude, that'd be pretty badass. I didn't think about that. And he was like, just telling us to launch Pure Wallet token on the Sui network. And so that's kind of where it's going to go. So I'll probably set up a meeting with him and Andrew and the guy to see if they want to talk about where they want to launch. But maybe that's where Pure Wallet token launches. I know right now it's Ethereum in terms of buying the Pure Wallet token, but that doesn't mean it can't be launched on Sui. Trump's tariffs are illegal. We'll see, man. I'm not even sweating it. It is what it is, dude. Every time tariffs brought up, it just hurts the market. BTC's Craig, you kill me, dude. So is the pre-wallet essentially used for free transactions in the future? That's kind of what I'm hoping that if you hold I'm hoping that through the offering of like using the Pure Wallet token and having it will allow you to use the wallet and the capacity doesn't get charged any fees. Like that's what I would do. Like again, that's just me as my opinion. So hopefully, talking with Andrew, get him to agree that that's kind of where we want to go with it. I mean, you want if someone's going to hold your token, you got to give them a benefit. Like, what is that benefit? What's the benefit of holding your token? Here's the benefit of holding the token, and here's what it's going to do for you for holding the token. As long as you can provide that to your users, people are going to hold your token. No other wallet out there right now has it to where if you hold it, a certain amount of it, they don't provide zero gas fees, or sorry, zero fees at all. No other wallet has that, dude, because the wallets make money off fees, and why would they take that away? So like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, SafePal, they all have, and those all have token. Like so, SafePal has a token, and Trust Wallet have a token, but they don't utilize the token like that. You still will get charged a fee, and that's kind of like the same with Ledger. Ledger is the same way, right? Ledger doesn't have a token, but they charge you fees. I mean, that's how they make their money. BTC just busted through its support. Get your shorts ready. Let's see. I haven't looked at it yet. Yeah, it's looking like it's probably gonna come down over the next few days. We're probably gonna get into this 10, this like 100 range. You know what I mean? Yeah, 27. And again, right now I'm on an isolated margin right now. So what I could do, because my liquidation on this is actually at 104. So you're hoping that you actually have a bounce off. So what you could do is you could short down from 106 down to, like, say you want to short it, you go 106 to my liquidation price is 104. So you want to come down and say, okay, I want to actually bounce back off this. So I'm going to actually put in, and that's a 10x, a 20x. So I want to come put a 30x leverage in and short BTC down to like 105, right? And at that point, I'll make up any losses that I have of longing at the level I longed with Bitcoin. So that's kind of how you can, I guess you could say you could support yourself in that way if you choose to do that. What's a good limit order for XRP? I missed it. Good limit order for XRP. Like I said, I think it's around the 2. You can see right here. Let's go to XRP real quick. I think that we're entering a pretty good spot right now. You can see right here. I mean, we came down. We filled up this at this 2. It was like 220. It was like 222.7, and I had 222.5 in here. So I think 222, but it's starting to come down now. And you can see that we get into these areas of retracement. And the weekly right now is starting to come back up. It's having a little hiccup right here. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if we came back out into the 220 to 215 range. Like I wouldn't be shocked if we did that. You know what I mean? You can see that the 50 is coming back over to maybe touch up on this. So, it could come down, maybe hit this 222 level, maybe even come down to this major level right here at 215. So anywhere from 220 to 215 is kind of like the limit order if you want to be aggressive. So short, and if you think it's going to do that, then that's where you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll short the market. But again, the day chart's already at the bottom here. 12 hours, working its way. 4 hours working its way up. Weekly is working its way up. So I mean, like, things are still positive, but this could come back down just slightly. Can I transfer Pure Wallet from Trust Wallet to Pure Wallet yet? Not yet. I mean, unless you upload your C phrase. But yeah, the Pure Wallet tokens haven't dropped Shannon yet, so. They haven't announced when the pre-sale's over yet, dude. I honestly don't know. I'm hoping, like I said, before they drop the pre-sale, dude, I hope that increases price more than 0.06 cents. I'm going to be honest. A lot of us bought the Pure Wallet token at 4 cents. I want that to go, I want it to be more valuable before they launch. Maybe that's, like I said, maybe that's the selfishness in me. So you can see right here, the day chart's at the bottom right here. So we'll see if we can linger around the bottom here. Last time we were at the bottom and lingered, we kind of looked like this right here. So like I said, this is actually in a pretty good spot to bounce back nicely. You know what I mean? Built up. It's coming down. Like I said, it could probably come down to this 220 marker, which is right here on this white line. And hopefully we bounce off that and come up. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Oh, really? That'd be nice, dude. That'd be super nice. Bitcoin conference was great, man. Met a lot of connections, a lot of good people. Had an awesome time. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So yeah, I met Levi Crypto, as you guys know. We met. It was funny, man. We were like, we had a little bit of a beef, probably about 3 years ago, and he blocked me. We never talked again. And we met at the Bitcoin conference, and it was like we both saw each other, dude, and just started laughing, hugged each other, talked, and we hung out the whole night. We even hung out yesterday, and all the crew hung out, and Yeah, really, really good guy, man. I like him. He's a dude. He's actually huge. He's big, dude. He's like 6'4", dude. He's huge, bro. Super nice guy. It's nice to meet him in person, right? It's one thing to see people online, and have personalities, but like when you meet him in person, dude, it was like, yeah, he's super, super nice guy though. No, he's really down to earth dude. And that guy, yeah, he's good. He's a nice guy. Did he have his nose ring? He did. Yeah, he did. Yes, sir. 100% with Pure Wallet need to increase more, or else it's just a huge loss. Yeah, I'm with you, Tim. And that's kind of what I'm pushing for, dude. Yeah, and there was a lot of other influencers there that we hung out with. I met a lot of people, dude. There's people influencers. I didn't even know that they were influencers, right? So I tell you guys, I'm like, it's probably not that good in this space to like not know. Like they're like, oh yeah, I do YouTube and I do this, and I'm like, sorry, I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? I felt kind of bad. Oscar wasn't there. I met George, Cryptos R Us. I saw George there. A lot of cool people, dude. I mean, I saw Ian Carroll. Ian Carroll was a nice guy. Shook his hand. Really, really nice guy, dude. Ian Carroll is like, he's like legit. And he's a big, he's like 6'5", bro. He's huge. Austin, did you take no. Oscar, Oscar was not there, dude. Yeah, people online are different than in person. Yeah, they really are, dude. I will say I'm different. The who you see online is who you're going to get in real life. 100% who you're going to get in real life. You looked pretty short in that picture. I'm about 5'10". About 5'10" ish, give or take. It depends on the day. So, I mean, if 5'10" short, then yeah, I guess I'm short. Austin, how come so many XRP maxis went to BTC but not going to XRP? It's just back and forth, dude. Pacific Northwest meetup soon. That'd be cool. Did you consider yourself to be an influencer, content creator? I hate the word influencer. 5'11" here. Okay, yeah. So you're right around that, dude. I'm like, it depends on the day. You know what I mean? No, I don't. Dude, the influencer. I hate the word. Did I say influencer? I kind of like content creator. 6 foot. Yeah. It's about average, right? I mean, somewhere in that ballpark. The tribalism for one of a certain crypto or stock is a good way for you to lose your portfolio. That's true. We're talking about height now. I know, right? For how long you've been hunched over. Yeah, that's funny, dude. Were there any wild predictions for BTC at the conference? Yeah, I mean, Eric Trump came over. So Eric Trump came into it's called the Deep, which is where all the whales were, and they'd come over, and there was like literally probably maybe like 100 whales in there at any given time. And you'd sit down and they'd basically have these like question answers. And so they like Vivek Ramaswamy came in there, Dave Sachs came in there. Dave said, "Dude, this is awesome." So as you guys know, Eric M. Jackson, who the guy had on our channel here, he worked for PayPal and he worked for David Sachs. David Sachs was his boss, and he was his boss for the whole time he worked at PayPal. So they created a really good friendship, right? So they still know each other, they still talk to each other, all that kind of stuff. So the cool part is that David Sachs was at the event, and Eric was at the event too. We're all there talking, and so it was cool because we're all standing there, and Dave Sachs comes in, and Andrew's there. We're all standing there. Eric's there, and he comes up, he shakes everyone's hand, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, Eric, so good to see you. We got to chat after this." And so, we all got to be able to talk and like hang out, and just for a short period of time. Like we're talking like a minute, 2 minutes before he got taken off to the next place. But I mean, it is cool. The connections there are crazy. You know what I mean? You never know like what the conversations are going to be like afterwards. But yeah, it was a cool experience, man. Same with Vivek Ramaswamy. Very down to earth guy, and yeah, just really, really cool. You had Byron Donald was there. You had Eric Trump there. You had Donald Trump Jr. there. And just to see them right in front of you, I mean, we're talking within like 5 feet, is a pretty cool experience. And a lot of them believe that, Bitcoin's going to be worth $1 million. I mean, yeah, Eric Trump literally said he sees Bitcoin being worth $1 million here in the near future. and per Bitcoin. So I mean that's a pretty crazy. Some people think that's crazy. It's a 10x from where we're at right now. Literally a 10x on one of the most vital, if not the most important, digital gold assets out there. And so that's a lot of what you heard. That was like kind of the rhetoric, was like, this is digital gold. This is like where everyone's going. Everyone's going to be fighting for Bitcoin. Everyone's going to be fighting for digital reserves and crypto. Like that was kind of the lingo that was there. So 6.5, yeah, that's big, dude. I'm all legs. Pure Wallet was at CES 2025. Since they were there, will you attend CES 26? That is the next time. Yeah, I probably will. I'm going to go out I'll probably go to Dubai with them for the blockchain for life. So as you guys know, they're going to be flying. We're going to be the blockchain, the pure chain is going to be dropping. That was actually, I'm going to be honest with you guys, that was probably the biggest talk amongst, one thing I realized, I don't think I realized this, just to give you guys some insight here. I don't know if it gets talked about a whole lot, but at these Bitcoin conferences, these whale groups, when you go into the whale groups, because there's a conference where, people go out there and they walk around the expo and they do all this kind of stuff. But when you go into the whale rooms where like people, because it's like $13,000 for like a bracelet. So like it's $13,000 for a bracelet. And there's like, all the whales and people are in there talking. And so behind the scenes, dude, like a lot of it is venture capitalists. These people like are VCs, dude. Like that's all they do. They come in here, they try to find tech, and they try to have conversations with you over not only just buying the tech, but partnering with you. So, again, Pure Wallet got approached, dude, like Andrew and myself. I was in that's all I did. I barely was out on the floor because Andrew asked me to be a part of these conversations with a bunch of the VCs that were coming up and wanting to talk about basically, buying portions, right? I mean, they want to buy percentages of the stuff. They want to be a part of the tech. And I don't, again, it's up to Andrew's the deciding factor. I was just there to help talk about the tech and talk about what the benefits could be and stuff like that. But it's up to him whether he wants to sell pieces of the project, or whether whatever he wants to do. It's up to him. But dude, the overwhelming amount of people that wanted to talk to Andrew and the Pure Wallet team about that was insane. Like, I mean, we were talking about going to San Francisco on Friday to talk to this big firm out there, on certain things, and I was like, dude, like that's crazy. But that's really what these whale companies are. That's what they do. They want to buy this technology, and so they have it. And that's kind of where it's at, dude, just to put it bluntly with you guys. And so I didn't realize it was like that. I didn't really think about it until we were there. And that's mostly what it was. And when I start to really think about it, dude, like that's where pure chain became the topic of discussion for this whole thing, dude. Like, so we bring up Pure Wallet. We talk about how the pure chain's built in behind it, and the pure chain's going to be dropping at blockchain for life in Dubai. And then they're like, wait a second, so you guys have you guys have pure chain? And they're like, yes, it's the offline blockchain that's built into the wallet. And they're like, oh, it's an offline blockchain. So then all of a sudden it was like, well, when's that gonna happen? Like, when's that? Oh man, so you guys are gonna have a layer one blockchain? Yes. Oh, and so then they were like, well, when does the seed open up for that? And it was like, oh, that's a whole nother discussion. So yeah, it just got crazy, you know what I mean? And so all this interest like sort of spiked, and it was like, wow, this is like I haven't seen that side of crypto, but it makes sense, right? I mean, you're there to talk about tech, you're there to talk about what your product is, and then people want a piece of your product. That's really what it comes down to, dude. And I guess I just never put those two together. Yeah, it is a dangerous game. Most sure you have legal going into those combos, 100%. These are all just sidebar conversations, Irish Tiger. Like no one's making deals here, right? You're throwing around what your tech is. They're talking about what they kind of do, what they could bring and their value and how much they're looking for. So there's a lot of things to talk about, but it was just like, I mean, these people are here to spend money. I mean, these people that came into these whale rooms that bought these $16,000, to get access to these whales rooms are bigger than you realize. These people have money, dude. You got Saudi Arabian princes walking around in there. You got, you got what's his name? Grant Cardone walking around in there every day, talking to people. Like, it's pretty wild, dude. Hey guys, so what's happening? Took my head out of the game for a while. What's up, Xander? Just chilling, dude. Austin, is crypto going to be in G? I hope it is, dude. $13,000 price tag to network. Yeah, that's what the big time players play with, dude. That's kind of wild when you think about it, right, Craig? To network, and I mean, they're putting up money to talk about money. That's really what it comes down to. Eric also sold BTC. Oh, is ETH that? Yeah. Austin, are you here? Engine died today. Who is that? The engine guy died today. Plume guy. I did not hear that. Who's that guy? Wells were there. That sounds like the dumbest idea ever. Talk about a target. Oh yeah, dude. There was a lot of people there, dude. Austin, you should have stayed. I probably should have. Just going to buy a 300,000. Oh wow, dude. Eugene. Oh, Eugene. Who is it? Eugene, a plume died? I don't even know who that is. Oh shoot. Yeah, there has this just happened literally man, like just a little bit ago. Yeah, Plume traders have started dumping the Plume token, bringing the price down more than 10% after the death of network co-founder and CTO Eugene Shen. On May 29th, the official announced that the co-founder and chief technology officer passed away earlier this week. Although the cause of death is not mentioned, the post seemed to imply that Shen's came suddenly. We're shocked. Eugene was brilliant, deeply curious, and brought so much. Shen was a pivotal role in the Plume Network, a blockchain platform focused on real-world assets. Gosh, dang, dude, that sucks. They started dumping it. Gosh, dang. That sucks, dude. Oh man. Yeah, not a bad deal considering what could have been if you talked to the right people. Yeah, that's kind of what it is, you know. The Saudi Aramco just tokenized their oil on XRP. Yeah, so that's the next big thing, dude. That's what I got from this. That's a lot what I got from the space and the VCs out there. To be honest with you, the thing I got the most from this space is that the RWA tokens like XRP, Hedera, even Cardano, right, with their midnight coming out. There's other ones that are out there, but those are the ones that you really got to focus on. The RWAs are going to be big. Ondo, anyone doing real world asset tokenization is the next step, dude. Who was your favorite speaker of the conference and why? Oh, that's a good question, dude. I actually kind of liked the day when the Michael Saylor and Byron Donald when they talk because Dave or not David. Did I say David Sachs? Michael Saylor was sort of the moderator, and so he kind of like led the stage, and then him and Byron Donald spoke. And yeah, I kind of like that one. That was nice to see. I did like the David Sachs and then the chief financial or the chief legal officer from Coinbase. I can't think of his name. They had a really good conversation up at the top there, talking about everything. So those are pretty good. Vivek Ramaswamy was really obviously he's really upbeat and, a down to earth guy. So I kind of like that one too. That was good. Eric Trump was intense. Eric Trump was he was rallying the troops, dude. But that was yesterday. And I was so tired yesterday. I stayed up I was staying up late the night before, just out there networking with everyone. I didn't go to bed till really late, and then woke up super early to get to the conference because JD Vance was there. But to get into the JD Vance thing was insane. It was just total nightmare to get into the JD Vance thing, to be honest with you guys. And JD Vance said the same things. A lot of things I think a lot of other people said, but yeah, Eric Trump was he was probably the most if you wanted to rally the troops, Eric Trump was the most upbeat, really getting the crowd going. It's probably Eric Trump. So Austin International just committed to buy 300 million XRP. Gosh dang. Jake, thanks so much, man. Xander, thanks so much for gifting 5 memberships to 18, dude. It's good to see you, my guy. Hope all is well with you too, man. Thanks for being back. And thanks for gifting 5 memberships to 18. If Xander gifted you a membership, please say thank you to him. Whatever Mr. Powell said is the best. Yo, what up, Digital? What up, Digi? Good to see you, my guy. Hope all is well, my friend. Good Digi in the house here. I haven't seen you in a minute. But it looks like XRP is actually doing pretty good right now. Coming back just slightly. Just slightly coming back right now on the day. 28 fell down to the 25. So if you were able to put a long in here, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, I wanted to put this out here. It says why an acquisition of Circle may be off the table as its IPO approaches. As you guys know, XRP or Ripple is coming in trying to buy up Circle along with Coinbase. There's been a lot of discussion about whether this happens or not. But they're saying that this the chance of them getting purchased is getting slimmer and slimmer as they approach their deadline to launch their IPO. So I hope here soon. It says the timetable is for a week of June 2nd. So then that's next week. Once you get to this far along in the process, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head where a company has not made to the finish line. So right now, that's kind of where it's at. This will be very interesting. I don't know. So here in this next week, we'll find out whether they move forward with their IPO or they get purchased or they get bought out. So it says, so to me, unless somebody comes in with a ridiculous offer and wants to stop this from happening and buy them before they go public, looks like they're going to go public. And we got another 10 trading days or less before that actually happens. So as you guys know, their IPO is coming sooner than you think. Circle goes public next Wednesday. And until someone comes in and buys them, they'll continue to move forward with that. So my stupid wife left all my boxes at the laundromat 3 days ago. Oh no, we closed. Let's keep it together emotionally. We closed. Yeah, we are closed. What's up, Digi? Austin, what's the process to get in? What was the process to get in? Oh, for just JD, dude, you had to they put out an email, dude. So this is crazy. So this is when I knew it was like, oh shit. So they put out let's see if I can find it real quick. Bitcoin. Let me just type in Bitcoin. They put out on that morning, dude, at like 6 o'clock in the morning. They rerouted everyone, number one. And then they made an announcement. They said, new announcement in Bitcoin 2025, no bags for JD Vance, no bags, outside drinks, vapes, lighters will be allowed into the Nakamoto stage during the JD Vance. Food and drinks also will not be available inside. So you couldn't bring anything in, dude. You had to bring you couldn't bring other than your phone. That was it, dude. Everything else had to be out of your pockets, dude. They didn't allow you to bring anything in. So people were getting turned away. People were getting turned away left and right at the doors. So, and it was a long process to get in, dude. It took just to get into the doors, it took 45 minutes. It was insane, dude. It was crazy. Lines were long. And it was just this is it's kind of, and you're kind of I don't know if I really want to do this. It was like Disneyland, bro. BlackRock is buying 10% stake from what I heard. BlackRock's trying to buy into the into Circle. Yeah, right here. Stablecoin company Circle is highly anticipated IPO. We know that BlackRock's very interested. So I mean that could be crazy too, right? Gosh, that'd be crazy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely gonna buy it. Absolutely gonna buy it. It's gonna do exactly what Coinbase is. It's gonna go all the way up. Sell that shit. Sell it, dude. It's gonna rally, dude, and then short the hell out of it. Go short the hell out of it. And that sounds really bad, but that's exactly what's gonna happen. We all know it. Yeah, hopefully after June 17th, we have an idea, Paul, about the XRP ETFs. 10% of stock. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Jay, 8 Ball, what's going on, guy? What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. So that's kind of where we're at right now with this. So, big now before we get off, dude, I want to talk about the play of the day here on what we're gonna do. A lot of people we're talking about here, the indicators are saying that we're actually at the bottom right now. So you can see we're at the bottom. So we could be working our way up on the day chart here. So things could be positive to work their way back up. I hope people actually came back in and were able to buy in some of these. You can see H-bar is also at the bottom working its way up here. This thing came down pretty hot. Came down here, almost touched the 17s. Again, I already have one in for H-bar here, but I'll probably put another long in here for H-bar as I'll continue to probably leverage H-bar just a little bit because I do think that has potential here. You can see it's already coming down. It's already retracing back down to the 0.5. This is actually a deep dive. Now that it's past the 382, it's back to almost the 0.5 right here. So you could put a limit. We're going to probably put a limit order in here for probably right around, wow. I always like to do the trades at the time. So I don't like to put limit orders in when I do trades of the day. So I'll probably buy this at market value. And if it goes down, it goes down. Because the goal of trades of the day is to make the trade right now. So versus putting a limit order in. But you probably would want to put a limit order in probably right around 17.8, 17.9, or maybe even be a little more aggressive, put one at 17.6. But for today's trade, trade of the day here, I'm going to put one in here for H-bar. I'll do isolated margin. I'll buy it on market value right now. and I'll probably put a long in on this. So we should have a ruling tomorrow. The Supreme Court is probably going to favor Trump, and that's going to probably cause the markets to rally back a little bit. So I'm going to continue with my H bar trade here. So let's go to H bar on an isolated margin. Oh, sorry, I had to do a cross margin with that. My bad. It's going to be cross. It's going to have to be a cross. So we're going to go up here to the perpetuals. We're going to go to favorites. We're going to go to H bar. You can see right now I'm already down about $57 on a margin trade on a 20x. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to double down on this, and we're going to buy one at market value here at this level. We'll buy it for, we'll put leverage in at let's do 20,000 H bar. We'll stick to the 20x margin. And if we open the long here, it's going to be a liquidation price of 17.5. 17.5, that's pushing it. Gosh dang. 17.5 is kind of what I said would be. No, so 17.5 is actually pretty good because 17.5 would put us down below the 0.5. I don't like that. I might have to do a 10% margin just so I don't get liquidated. Let's do a 10%. Let's do a 10x margin. Let's do 10x margin. Let's do open long. Let's do a little less here. We're going to do 10,000 at 182. Open the long. That puts the liquidation price at 17.573 at a 10x. That's a little bit better for me. 17.5. So yeah, I'll probably have to add margin to it if I want to not get liquidated. Let's do stop using it. What are you talking about, dude? Circle IPO will be on Robinhood. Do you think so? Webull is better. I don't know, man. I don't know if I like. Oh, I can't use Webull, bro. When did you say Circle was going to go live? They said on the 7th, or I'll go back to it. June. The timetable for this week is June 2nd, dude. I don't know if it's going to go live on June 2nd. It says IPO. It says generally speaking, you don't see IPOs on Mondays or Tuesdays, so it could be sometime next week. So Thursday of next week, we could hear something. Austin, try trading virtual on leverage. It moves a lot. Oh, you're saying move? Okay, you're talking about virtual, like the actual token, virtual digital. Let me put this trade in. Let me put this H bar trade in for now. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna open my long on this. 17.5. I'll have to. I'm gonna monitor it. See, insufficient margin. What are you talking about? Insufficient margin. Oh shoot, I don't have. Oh crap, I gotta go. Sec, I gotta transfer money from my wallet to the futures. So we're gonna go flip futures account. Let's put 25%. Let's put all right, cool. Let's go back to. I didn't have enough in my my margins trade there. In my margins account. So sometimes you got to move your money over to your margins account. So let's do let's go back to where I was here. Let's go. There we go. We're going to 10x this. We're going to open up a long 16. So 16,702 will be the margin on this. So again, going back to 16,702, I don't think it's going to go past the 17.6. So like I said, that's 16,702 is way down here. And again, maybe it goes down there, but we'll have to monitor. I think we're gonna have a nice little bounce off here, and hopefully come back up to this area support at 19. Somewhere in this ballpark. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Even back into like the 18.9 range will be nice. 12 hours already at the bottom. 4 hours coming on its way down. So this is where I'm saying the 4 hour could come down. You can see this come back down here, probably hit the 17.6. So like if you're going to put a margin in, probably put a limit order in for like 17.6. Like I said, I'm going to put one in here right now just because I want to put it on live. That's the requirement. That's a stipulation for me that I made for myself. The 1 hour is coming back up. So this will be interesting to sort of see how this plays out, but that's kind of where I'm at. So let's put this order in. Let's put this order confirmation in here. Boom. There we go. We're actually in. We got a long in right now. Let's go. That would be on futures. Yeah. So did that not go through? Oh, just okay. Went on that. Okay, so we're in on this other one. Okay, so we added margin to it. That's basically what happened. Okay, cool. There we go. We're in like Flynn. It's already out there. Congrats on the ZBC holder. Take profits. Don't be a pig. It's already out there. Can put a bid on Robinhood. Okay, you can put a bid on Robinhood. See, so there you go. You can put a bid on Robinhood. Yeah, Discord's still a thing, Digi. Yeah, yeah, you can definitely yeah, it's still out there, dude. 20x, baby, let's go. I made more off virtual than anything. Okay. I'll take a look at virtual for you while you're here. Yeah, so virtual right here. So yeah, yeah, looks like we can. I mean, but I don't follow this chart. That's the only thing, Digi. I don't follow the chart. So you know, I'd have to do a little deep dive before I did virtual, just so I know where it's at. With the H bar and those kind of things, we follow the chart so much that it makes it easy to get in and out on it. So maybe I'll have to give second chance, but F Robinhood, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I've never done any shorts or longs, just been DCAing in 3 or 4 years fine. And yeah, I think shorts or longs are really just like I said, if you want to just do it lightly, I wouldn't go in like all crazy. It's actually pretty fun if you like, you know, even if you want to do a little bit, just have some fun with it. But the goal is to not put that much margin, right? Do like a 2-3x margin. Don't go like 10x. Don't go 20. We're just doing it for fun. We try to stick to like the 2-3x. You know what I mean? Like put $1,000 in and do like a 2x margin on it or a 3x margin. Your chance of getting liquidated is really, really small. So that, you know, that's the thing is people want to do like a 10x, 20x, 30x, and it's like, yeah, you really reduce your chances of, like, you know, you have to like little room of mistakes and you get liquidated really quick. So you got to reduce your reduce your margin, and that's the best thing you do. Find the golden pocket. Yeah, that's a big thing, finding the golden pocket. But so that's the trade of the day. That's where we're at. We bought it right there on H bar. So let's open this up here. Oops. So liquidation price is 16 on a 10x, and we'll see where this goes. Dude, current price is about 18.17. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, with all that, guys, I'm going to hop off here, and I'm actually going to go take a nap, dude. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go take a nap. So with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up and showing out here. As always holding it down for me. Have a good day. Also, likely miss tomorrow's stream. Have a good weekend. Okay, bro. Appreciate you guys being here. I heard you're going to bull posting wag me. What's up, Curtis? You guys are crazy. But with all that, I love you guys a ton. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. Peace out, everyone.